is the place where real dialogue matters.
Make some noise for that sound, man.
It is time to take flight with Audio Airstrike.
This is Audio Airstrike. I'm your host, Everett Hall-McNeill. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 124. And I'm here with a very familiar face. In the past, he was on Audio Airstrike as a co-host. He branched off and then became the owner, one of the three owners of the Baseline podcast for his platform, The Everyday Weekend. He is everything that is about DMV Hip-Hop. He is very active in that culture. Ladies and gentlemen, Coppo is with us.
Yeah. Appreciate you having me on, bro. This will be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think that a lot of the times that me and you have talked, it's always been, we're both kind of behind the scenes guys, so a lot of these conversations have been behind the scenes. I think the last time that we had a kind of public conversation for people to kind of witness was like episode 99. Somewhere around there. Yeah, like episode 98 or 99.
That's almost 30 episodes ago for you.
Yeah, it is.
You moving.
Yep, I'm gonna keep progressing. I'm gonna keep doing that.
Got you.
I wanted to kind of spend this time catching up with you. What's been new with the Everyday Weekend? What's been new with Baseline Podcast?
A lot of episodes. I think we got 127 and 128 in the clip that I'm going to finish up editing when we're done. I'm sitting here at our illustrious studio, the Hurt Locker. We built a table, so we got a conference table in this joint now. So it ain't all couch like there is some workspace for real.
Okay.
Been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff as usual, building websites for artists, getting their funnels together, hosting some shows. Shout out my man Sweezo in here laughing at us. Definitely hosted a show for him. He been doing some dope stuff. The Sweezo house thing out College Park. So yeah, it's some dope things going on. Mr. Anderson, I need you to bring that bottle through too. I appreciate you.
Definitely got to give a shout out to him. During the earlier years of Audio Airstrike, he was very persistent and very helpful with giving the space.
Yeah, for sure.
So we just definitely want to give him a shout out while he's on here. I'm going to get right into it with Joyner Lucas. And it's funny. You want to know what's funny? You talk about like nostalgia. Mm-hmm. Some of the debates that we would get into about Joyner Lucas. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's funny how stuff comes full circle.
Yeah, his video paying homage to Willard Carroll Smith. We're not gonna act like that's not Will Smith's real name. Willard Carroll Smith.
Oh my gosh! So I'll chime in with this. Was it from a video standpoint? It was excellently executed.
Absolutely.
That is, one of the things that I will say in terms of shot wise and stuff like that. I could go technical if I really wanted to. We have Young Mitchell on the live right now.
Hey,
thank you for waving.
Mimosa Mitt, the brunch bag.
Mimosa.
Yes,
whoa! We'll get back to Will in a moment. What's the story about Mimosa Mitchell? What? He gonna change his IG to that?
He's the king of the brunch baddies. And he enjoys a large carafe of mimosa with the swirly straw. That's how you give it up.
I'm not hating.
He's in a bad
drinks more than me.
I mean, he hasn't been able to go to brunch for like 2 weeks. I'm watching him, making sure he's all right.
He said fake news. Yeah, that's interesting. The Young Mitchell, I got to get with you and wonder why you like mimosas all the time.
Every once in a while, you'll catch up on our story with a mimosa in hand. It happened just the last time we were out together. Mimosa in hand.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. What also is interesting is also this music video. There I go with these transitions. One of the things that I noticed about this was very well put together, solid. Very well done, and he gave tribute to somebody who deserves, the utmost praise, considering what he's done, the breakthroughs and the stuff that he's accomplished. It says a lot. So when I sit over here and look at what he was able to do, taking green screen and kind of recreating the Fresh Prince, recreating Men in Black, recreating all these different arrays of movies and TV shows that he was a part of. I Am Legend, I, Robot, to name a few.
Yeah.
Pursuit of Happiness, to name a few. All of these things that are going on. He just wanted to say, look, you inspired me to be as creative and dope as I possibly can be, and you were one of the people that I looked up to. Here's a music video in your honor.
That sucks for Willard.
Oh, God. Here we go. I'm going to let you chime in. Go ahead. It's all yours now.
I need Joyner Lucas to do something that I care about, like musically. The videos are great. He's a super creative guy. All that's dope. None of these songs are playing anywhere but in the music video form. Nobody's streaming these songs. The videos run up because the video is well executed. Name one time you've been out in public pre-quarantine and you heard any of his music. Not even the Chris Brown joint was playing anywhere.
I'm not trying. Let me put it to you like this way, right? So to get on that point, the last thing that I heard anybody bumping in the car from Joyner Lucas was "I'm Not a Racist,"
and that's an interesting card selection.
That would literally.
And that was
2 years ago.
Okay,
you were a co-host though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he's not talented. I don't think he can't rap. You know what I'm saying? I think that his goal is always the sideshow shit, and the songs don't stick. And that's his issue. Like, that's why he's not cutting through. That's why it's not a big deal. Like, when I saw this video, as soon as I saw it, I was like, another gimmick. Just make a good song.
So what do you think is the disconnect? Is it the marketing? Because the marketing's there, the videos get views. Like, what is the disconnect between people rushing to the video but not rushing to the streams? Like, what is the disconnect here?
The video is fun to watch, right? Which is its goal. What we're missing is the fun to listen to music, or the good to listen to music.
Oh, okay.
It's not. He tends to over rap, right? We know you can rap, but you over rap sometimes. And two, the songs just don't translate. Nobody's bumping these songs. Like, no, not even. I don't think he listens to him. I think he enjoys the full production of, okay, I made this song, now let me execute the visual, roll that out. People love it. But we never hear nothing about Joyner Lucas streaming numbers. None of that. All that stuff's quiet. It's literally, he's a music. You remember how back in the G we would say we had album artists who we wasn't necessarily looking to for singles? He's a video artist. Like, maybe he should work on like music for syncing, where he's getting his music placed in more like, films and commercials and Netflix shows and stuff like that. Because he might get a better bag that way.
Right. So you're saying he should morph into being a film composer instead of trying to be a music artist? I
mean, look at Tiana Taylor. She's making a bag doing videos for everybody else. As much as she's a talented artist that makes songs that have replay value, his music doesn't have replay value. Not to me.
Okay, I get it.
Anytime I'm talking about Joyner Lucas, it's like, yo, check this video out he did. It's never like I feel confident enough to just press play on the track and be like, this gonna work.
So what you're saying is he's an art gallery rapper.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like, he's technically sound. He checks those boxes, but nobody cares unless there's a video attached. Like, the only songs we can name from Joyner Lucas have videos attached.
Do you think it's like a cult-like following that he has? Like, you have to be within that cult following to really, I guess, get to his music? Like, get to like this group that listens to him hardcore under the radar?
I mean, I don't know that this group exists. I know there's a group that exists that listens to the song during the video play. But I have never once in anybody's car, they had their phone on shuffle and they went to a Joyner Lucas song. What's up, Yusha? I ain't seen it. So I don't, and it, including me, like he don't even align with the stuff I listen to come up following it, right? And I listen to all over the place type stuff, but definitely niggas that rap, and he still don't fall in line. So I don't know if he ain't figured out the streaming algorithm or what, but yeah, it ain't. Nah, it ain't it. It ain't it. What's up, 90? I still need them 10 bars. We're not doing push-ups.
Shout out to all of y'all for coming in. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. In terms of him being,
today,
you know, who else's album drop?
Who?
Jeezy, and both of us are not gonna check for it.
You said Jeezy? Young Jeezy? Middle-aged Jeezy? I'm okay. Okay.
You said we off that?
I mean, the last one didn't quite hit for me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think sometimes the legends or the greats or whatever, once I figure out that they've like gone a direction that I'm not interested in, I kind of just let them rock, and I just be like, well, I'll chill over here with like 10, 101 and 103 and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need the newer Jeezy stuff.
Because apparently we were hearing, at least I heard rumors that last one that he put out last year was going to be his last one. I guess not.
Another point. Yeah, that was my next thing. Was like, you said you was done, and now here you are again. Is this just I'm trying to get a bag real quick, or was there some motivation behind the music? And I honestly wasn't interested in watching him and Charlemagne in rocking chairs on the porch.
Right.
And whatever explanation came behind that.
Yeah, that I looked at that. I said, y'all literally picked the front porch, like y'all the bag that both of you guys have, and you picked the front porch to do an interview.
Yo, Joe Budden is out interviewing the shit out of Charlemagne right now.
That is true.
His setups are always nicer.
Yeah, he's being more consistent with the pull-ups and stuff like that.
That man Charlemagne need a location scout.
I'll sign up in a minute. I know a good location scout.
Nah, that's your bag, bro. That is your bag.
I'll sign up in a minute. I'll be like, yep, this is a good location right here. But he has a videographer. He has a videographer that videos all of his interviews already. Right. So I don't understand.
Is that person also tasked with finding the location? Or did Jeezy say, we could do this at my grandma's house?
He needs to be.
Yeah,
if he's a videographer, if he's a videographer, your job is to figure out, all right, I know the person's going to be standing there looking pretty or whatever. I'm not so concerned about him. What is the image in the background going to look like? So it's not looking crazy.
And it looks great. Why are you two millionaires sitting in wicker rocking chairs on the porch?
I guess it's to create some type of humbleness, some type of like relatability to the common folk. I don't know.
But I don't even look to either one of them to be relatable. It's Jeezy. He's supposed to be like a superhero of drug dealing.
True.
He's the snowman. Why are we on the porch? I don't know. You ain't supposed to answer that question. I'm perplexed by it.
If I was the location scout guy, I'd be like, look, let's get you guys in front of a nice cityscape, or let's get you guys somewhere where it's like industrial, something urban. I know you guys don't want to do it too stereotypical, or we could do something artsy. It don't matter, as long as it's not this background.
It can't be.
Or if you guys are gonna do it here, let's just put you in front of a brick wall so it looks somewhat urban, and hit it at a certain angle, not out somebody's front porch.
Yeah, I'd have been happier with them on like a legitimate stoop than a porch.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't it. Nah. What else going on in the music, man? Who else you want me to shit on? It's okay.
Well, the one person we cannot take a crap on is D-Nice.
Okay, yeah.
We cannot take a crap on that. For him to go 9-10 hours DJing, you know some DJs are tired by 5 hours.
5? These niggas want a bag for 3.
Right.
Yeah, nah. He nice. He nice with it.
Yeah, he's been around, and the thing about it is, I think people are not too familiar with him and don't realize how long he's been a celebrity DJ. He's been a celebrity DJ for over 15 years.
15? I mean,
he's performed for Puffy. He's performed for.
Well, I'll say this: he's been in the game of hip hop for longer than that.
Right. Absolutely. Because he was an artist at one point.
Right, but I guess that's why people aren't as aware of him, because he's been a celebrity DJ. Like, you wasn't at the party.
Right.
I wasn't at the party. You know what I mean? And but he capitalized on that in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because the right people were in his live. And now it's a cash out.
Mm-hmm. Well, now his equity, now it's not, because I'll be honest with you. Some people in the hip-hop crowds, especially today, if they saw him walking across the street, a lot of hip-hop crowds would not know who that guy is.
I think if he walked across the street tonight, nobody would know. Still.
Right.
I don't think that. Okay, yeah, he was on live. He was doing his thing. Woo, woo. I don't think that burns him into your brain to be instantly recognizable.
If this is a launching pad for him to put his face out there more, it changes everything then.
True. I wonder, is that the game, or is he just going to get kind of exploited?
I think he's been in the game so long, I don't think he's going to get exploited. And I think that him being in these circles, I think it's almost at this point, he's in his 40s. I think that it is almost impossible for him to get exploited, considering the amount of celebrities he's been around and the stuff that he has seen that he will not say out loud. I find it hard to believe.
Exploit him. Well, maybe, but I'm thinking more corporation.
A corporation might try it, but at the same time, when you've done parties for these celebrities and you've been in those rooms, you know business talks are taking place.
Right.
So if I understand some DJ just come in, spin records, leave. I'm not trying to get political. However, when it comes to if you're at a networking event, you're DJing, but you overhear some good business knowledge, you're not going to take it?
Fair. The type of exploiting I would think would happen, he wouldn't have nothing to do with. Like, he wouldn't be in the conversation. It wouldn't be a conversation to him. People are gonna. His name is valuable right now, right? And anybody can at him. And by doing that, you look cool. You look aware. You look hip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
But there's no money attached to it for him. But that corporation can gain some notoriety off being aware.
Here's the thing. He gained a lot of people off Instagram following him. Mm-hmm. So now you have a public fan base that is more aware of who you are and chomping at the bit to see what you're going to do next. Mm-hmm. So his online presence, what a corporation may try, this is the beauty about social media, what a corporation may try to swindle him for, he'll get the backing of now a new generation of fans that don't know who this guy is, and then the ones that have been there for years can come in and remind them, and then they'll all be behind him.
That's fair, right? But I guess my thing is people don't always know how to monetize an audience. Right? So 1 million followers to somebody who obviously wasn't playing this game before, he gonna need some guidance, to say the least, which is a good start.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, I'm more worried about like freaking Taco Bell or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like coming out the cut with the
somebody who's like coming off like a culture vulture trying to take advantage of this hot young thing.
Right.
Saw a little bit of that with some politicians being in the chat room acting like they're hip to everything. We know what we saw, which I totally get from your perspective. When we sit over there and we look at what D Nice did for the culture, it was great. Yeah. It also served a purpose that they were trying to get people to vote more, which is needed, especially with this upcoming election in November.
Well, that was the one with Michelle Obama.
Yeah, that was the one. But he did several other ones previously throughout the week.
Right. Those were, but the one prior to that was the one that really popped, I think.
Right.
Now, I'm all for the one with Michelle Obama to get the vote out. But more than likely, somebody's cutting Michelle Obama a check for trying to influence voters that are more than likely going to be Democratic.
I definitely hear you. But at this point, and you're probably going to be like, you're kind of going to be shocked because I sound differently about politically than I did 2 years ago. I don't know if I feel like where the Republican Party was when Obama was in office is where the Democrats are at now. You don't have a definitive guy that can rally the troops in the Democratic Party to take on the Republicans at this point.
No, 100%. Nobody. I actually don't. I'm not shocked that you said that, and I do not disagree.
Right.
And I'll be the first one to tell you, Trump about to win again.
Right.
Whether this pandemic continues or not, Trump's gonna win again.
Right.
Who else is gonna win?
Bernie is out of the question. His hot period was 2 years ago. That fizzled out. It's not the same. It don't have that magic to it like it did 2 years ago.
No, he looked crazy.
Or should I say 3 years ago?
Yeah. Biden looking.
Joe Biden, forget it. Who else do we got? So we got Joe Biden. We can forget that. He's not going up. He's not going anywhere near Trump.
For sure.
All the other candidates don't. While yes, the diversity is there, the fear of the unknown and the support of the party to bring something new isn't there. Yeah. There isn't that enthusiastic, like, we need something new and fresh and we need to push this. It's the same song and dance. Let's put the Caucasian candidates together and we're going to try to win.
That's a bar. Not to mention, when was the last time we had a one and done president?
It's at least been 2 terms for Obama, for George Bush before that. Yeah, like most of them are 2 terms.
The first Bush did 2.
Mm-hmm.
Clinton did 2. George W. did 2.
Mm-hmm.
Obese did 2.
Right.
Why wouldn't he get, especially when there's no contender? There's no one we have that can beat him. And the only person that would even enter the conversation realistically is Hillary, and she said, I ain't doing it. I don't think Hillary's got a snowball's chance in hell of being the president of the United States. I'm saying she's the only one that could even put up a non-laughable fight. Trump would bust Biden's ass.
Right. I definitely agree.
Doesn't understand. The one thing I'll give Trump is, 1, he knows the game, and 2, he panders to the easiest votes to get.
Right.
They go after these harder to win populations, and that's why they getting their ass whooped. Joe Biden, you're not selling the black community on you by doing the things you're doing.
Right.
You're not selling the Latino community on you by the things you're doing. You're not doing much. You're trying to skate in on the heels of working with Obama. That's
pretty much it. Vote for me because I was with Obama for 2 terms as a vice president.
I don't know what he stands for other than foolishness and being a meme. Seriously, everything I can think of Biden is like a meme or him saying something funny or making a funny facial expression or something like that.
Or him looking crazy.
Yeah, it ain't about the work. So why am I putting you in the office?
I don't even know his terms. I don't even know what he's capable of doing. I have no clue. I have no idea.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, my man from Merlin PGC just stopped through. Slippers in the building. Malik the drummer.
Welcome to the live.
Yeah, what's up with y'all?
Welcome to the live. So I wanted to introduce another segment. We're going to be doing Friendly Fire. And I'm just going to be kind of saying some random tracks and albums. And then a couple short sentences. You tell me exactly how you feel about them.
Oh, boy.
The first one is the Drake track, When to Say When, Chicago Freestyle. What were your thoughts on that track?
I like that one. Yeah, I like both. Well, because it's 2 tracks, I guess, technically. I like both of them joints. And I ain't the biggest Drake music guy because I want him to rap. But he was rapping, so I was happy. The video was solid. I'm good. That's all I really needed. I'm good with it. How do you feel about it?
Definitely. Here's the thing about Drake. I feel like when you sit over here and you look at what he was able to do in this particular track, I think he brought some back of that. What his old flow was I'm gonna talk my stuff on this track very casually. I'm not gonna give you the Jamaican accent. I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of different things. It's just how I used to rap, from a cadence perspective, from a style perspective. Like, he was just flowing on the track. The beat flowed and he just talked. It was like a casual conversation. It was like he was having coffee and just having a casual conversation, and that's what the cadence kind of felt like. When it switched to Chicago, to me, it was like a mesh between the bumps, like the street hits that you would hear off of Views, mixed with his R&B stuff that we know and love him for.
Some of us.
If that makes sense, yeah.
I'm good on that. I'd be like, rap.
So yeah, that's my opinion on it. I have no problems with it at all. Let me ask you this: did Drake rapping outside of Marcy Projects wearing the Yankees jacket, did that bother you at all, or you think that was just a nod to Jay?
I think it's a nod to Jay. I think we forget that New York specifically is the Mecca, and if we're gonna make Jay the GOAT, then why wouldn't that happen? Like, it was almost like a backwards passing of the baton, if you will. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure Jay knew something about that going on.
Oh, he's at this point now. He's connected into everything. Like, exactly. you're the first rap billionaire. You have more money than everybody. Literally everybody. Dre, Diddy, name them. Like, at this point, you're more connected than anybody else.
Wait, is Drake a confirmed billionaire? Or
no, I'm talking about Jay.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Jay. Drake, maybe next 10 years he might get to Diddy's money, but I don't see that happening now.
But yeah, I mean, and if he is, we don't know about it. But Drake isn't as diversified as Hov.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I get it. But yeah, I'm cool with it. I like the video.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me ask you this. This came out not too long ago, but did decent numbers for today. Little Uzi Vert, Eternal a Take. That is not my bag, so I'm gonna let you speak on it.
Yeah. What's up, Ari? So I was listening to it, and for the type of music Uzi makes, like I was talking to Slippers and Young Mitchell earlier, it's safe. I get the attraction to it. I don't get the like the platform it's put on. Because I mean, I think that there are other people that do the same thing to a similar skill level. But I mean, he's also the youngest of those people, probably servicing a younger demo. So I can see why the numbers are what they are. Musically, I can see a lot of this working for me out. I'm not about to put it on the here while I'm working.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But when you out, yeah, it's some little fun, clever lines and good, decent beats that he knows what to do with. He understands melody, he understands song structure, all of that stuff. So it works. Not for me though. I'm okay.
Yeah, it's Little Uzi Vert's an acquired taste for me. Because I remember first hearing about him, it was actually Lou that was bumping him at the time a lot. And Exo Tour Life had just came out.
They identify with each other based on height.
He's not even on here. You going, God.
he'll hear it later.
He probably will hear it. Probably hit me. I'd be like, this man dissed me. And I'm like, yeah, he did. Yep. Feel free to call him up.
Hey, man, but look, there's balance, right? So I just dissed him, right? But I also sent them the link to the free Pornhub. They got like free premium right now. So he's probably at home having the Fap Olympics.
Jesus. The Fap Olympics.
That's probably why he's not on here. But it's all good.
God. So that's an event that's going to happen every year instead of every 4 years like the Olympics, I guess?
Well, I mean, I think it'll be pandemic based. Whenever they give away free premium, Fap Olympics, we going to have him.
The Fap Olympics.
All right. So
watch somebody trademark that name.
Say what?
Watch somebody try to trademark that name.
What, Fap Olympics?
Probably. It won't surprise me.
What's good, Los? Clooney.
Welcome to the live, y'all. So the next album that we got is Jay Electronica, Written Testimony. My thoughts on this is very simple, and I'm gonna let you take Coppo after that. If this is his debut album, correct? His official debut album. So why the hell does it sound like a Jay-Z and Electronica collaboration more than his single album? And I feel like he got outbarred, outperformed, and on every other track that Jay-Z was on.
100% correct. I don't know that this music has any replay value. I don't think you're going back to these tracks if Hov isn't on them. I don't think you make it through the album if Hov isn't on them. I think that maybe he let off the gas knowing Hov was going to be on and didn't go as hard as he should have for a debut. I don't think it's a horrible album. I'll tell you what I said to the homies the other day. I said that this is the album they play at the vegan food spot as the background music. Because it's a lot of like posturing as if you're providing knowledge niggas didn't have, especially from JLX side. It's not a lot of, educational stuff on it to me, other than when he's, doing the Hebrew thing, which I don't speak, so I don't know what he's saying. Right. But the album, it's not a trash album. It's a couple tracks on there I like, but the parts of them I like are really driven by Hov.
Right.
So it's like, well, I would have liked to hear him smoke some joints. Secondly, I would have loved to hear the J-Elect that signed us up, which is J-Elect over Just Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the way he raps with this style of simplistic beat that was on this project, it's almost lo-fi, would have translated better if he had Just Blaze behind him. Mm-hmm. Because when the cadences are just the same as Exhibit C. It's just that the beat did more, and just with the hooks and all of that helped. I don't know if Jay Electronica can make a good song at this point, because everything that we love from him has been heavily assisted.
Yeah, and also I did find, and somebody commented, and I agree with him or her. And one of the things that I saw is that the beat selection was off, or what the guy said in the comment underneath, and I looked at right now, is garbage. Yeah, some of those beats, and I agree with them. Some of those beats were not all the way right. It looks like, some stuff felt to me, some stuff felt to me like he never, the production was kind of off to me. And I felt like it was mixed kind of weird at times too.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't really bop your head to and really get into a groove between how the beat is sounding and what he's talking about.
Exactly. And Slipper just made a valid point in comments. He never really made songs. He's always just really provided us with good verses. Mm-hmm. But most of this album, he only put one on each song, and they weren't good verses. At least not next to whole verses. And I think that made a game at a disadvantage. Like, why would you? I don't think that the rookie should try to take Jordan down, or even like try to put himself in a position to be compared. Like, Kobe knew what time it was when he walked on the court the first time with MJ.
Right. The thing about it is, not everybody's Kobe, not everybody's AI. As you can see with this album, you're not going to get a crossover on Jordan. I'm sorry. That's not, as fantastic as that was, you're not going to get a crossover on Jordan.
Unless you're AI, and that was a one-off.
Right.
To that level anyway. But yeah, he'll be all right. I don't know that he's coming with another album anytime soon, though. Shit, it'll be 60 by the time the next one drops, right?
How old is he now?
He's got to be mid-40s.
Good gracious.
All right, maybe early 40s. I don't think JLX's 30 anything.
Oh, wow.
Also,
well, hopefully.
Just want to put this out there as a sidebar. Have you seen this Rothschild chick that he's dating?
Yeah, I've seen some pictures.
How do you go from Erykah Badu, the goddess, to this woman?
I don't know.
All right,
money.
You probably weren't able to answer that anyway, but yeah.
Money. It's got to be money. Maybe the whole, the Rothschilds have a lot of wealth.
Yeah.
And a lot of deep pockets compared to Erykah Badu. Not saying, now I'm not sitting over here saying that you should just get with somebody for the bag. Now somebody's going to take that soundbite and try to use it against me. But however, when it comes to that, I don't know. I have a hard, when it comes to Jay Electronica and who he picks is, he said, Spitter just said, he said it in the verse. It was one of those things.
That's
just money.
I feel bad for her that he put that in a rap. And Erykah Badu was out here promoting the project.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
My man, Mr. Anderson in the building came through with the whiskey.
It never fails. Every time that I've done a show, somebody always ends up drinking. Whether it's a show with you or the episode before that, I don't think any liquor was taken out.
Really? Maybe it was
The
before
last episode. Yeah, probably.
Can you hand me a cup, bro? Appreciate you.
So we're gonna move on. I put this literally in here to laugh. Justin Bieber work from home EP.
Never touched it, and I hate Yummy. I hate Mr. Anderson for dancing to Yummy on Instagram.
Whoa, yeah, bring him over here. You gonna have to answer for that.
Walking away.
You got to answer for that. I don't understand that either. How old is he dancing to that?
And everything in the car at the top of his lungs.
Man, what the heck is going on? What is this? Is what he's saying right?
Terrible harmony.
Oh God. All right.
That shit goes, bro. It's very catchy.
Look, there were a lot of things that were catchy. Don't mean they're good. Don't mean they're great music.
Corona catchy. You want that?
Nah,
all right. You're my 16.
Hey man, that was a great song for people to come back on, man. That been depressed and some more shit.
Yeah.
If you are a college kid that is graduating in 2020, he finally did. Thank God.
Did he
cut that mustache off.
I don't know when he cut that shit off.
If you're a college student that's graduating, okay, and that's playing in the dorm. That's for that generation. That ain't for you, Coppo, and me. That's not for us.
I'm young at heart, baby. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Listen, you're not gonna talk about the song "Yummy"
and say "baby" in the same.
And say "baby" over my show. Like all this shit is dead. Hey, can we change the topic, please? This is all bad.
I keep the youth going, man. That's what I do, man.
Bad.
Oh my goodness! All right, so Coppo don't get too uncomfortable. We're gonna go to Jadakiss Ignatius.
Ignatius was, solid, but not my favorite Kiss project by a long shot.
Oh, okay.
But I like the hunting season. It's some joints on there. But nah, definitely not my favorite Kiss project.
Got you.
I don't know. Certain rappers, I like. If you kill people, I want you to kill people like till you die.
Mm-hmm.
Lyrically, anyway. Like I don't want it. I don't. I guess I didn't.
So you looking for the relentless, like almost battle rap type of "I'm coming at you" repeatedly. Is that what you're looking for?
I don't know. I like harder songs from him, and this was a little more showing growth, showing maturity, and that's fine. That's why I said it's not a bad album. Wasn't my favorite though, because I like he's wittier and more clever when he's in that bag. Like, what was it on? Who project was it on? I think it was on the Benny project from last year when he said he only did a 2-step on the brick. Like that was fire. I don't really care about like you growing as a man, Kiss. I'm sorry. I know I should. It's wrong, but
well, considering he just lost a friend of his and stuff of that nature, it may have been that influence may have.
That may be true too.
Elevated
I feel
the
like
album.
His raps told me he's been losing friends his whole life.
Hey, you come from that life, you're gonna lose a lot of friends.
That was like his norm, unfortunately.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he bodied that joint on that Benny joint though. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Right. Absolutely.
What else you have? What other albums can I be mean to?
I'm gonna talk about. Did you get a chance to check out the Weeknd's album, After Hours?
Nah, not yet. I felt like that was something I needed my girl next to me for. I need something pretty with me.
And Party Next Door put out one too. Apparently from what I'm hearing about the Weeknd's album is that it wasn't like something to like, he didn't break the world down with that one. Mm. Like if Rihanna comes out right now, me and you are going to sit here and listen to every track and review it and watch it shake the world up.
For sure. Rihanna should drop right now. Actually, the world would probably implode. The internet would end.
This is the perfect time to drop a Rihanna album. Everybody's in the house, nothing to do. Play it on repeat.
Rihanna would do numbers right now.
Right. Easily over 1 million. Easily. In this era, over 1 million.
man said Weeknd could have held on to the project. That's not boding well for me listening to it this weekend.
That's what I heard. It's been kind of quiet for the Weeknd album. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I haven't
it's
heard
not
nobody's. And because we do so much music stuff, if there's an album that I haven't spoken on or I've missed, somebody usually brings it to my attention. Like, bro, you missed this.
Right.
Nothing. And our resident R&B correspondent, Mr. Anderson, ain't said a word about it neither.
Oh, so it ain't even a case where it's been slept on. People just not really checking for it.
Ash was good, babe.
So let me ask you this: Party Next Door, he just put something out today. Mm-hmm. Have you had a chance to listen to that one, or that's another one?
Not at all. By day, I'm a essential worker.
Okay.
So I've been essential all day.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. You ain't gonna put your business out there as to where you work at, stuff like that.
No. Don't need no quarantine rundowns. I'm good. Y'all keep y'all germs at home.
I'm good. Just like you don't need to be telling people where I live at, like you did.
Tony in this month. Big black Tony in this, John. What's up, Tony? Congrats on the little one and all that.
Right. Oh, absolutely, man. Congrats on that. Welcome to the live for those of you who are tuning in. I was going to get into some sports topics in between.
Shit, boy.
I was going to get into some sports topics in between.
Yeah, we can do that. You want me to kick those?
Yeah, go ahead, kick them, and I'll give my opinion on it.
I guess the second half of Friendly Fire, we're going to run through these just the same. First and foremost, Cam Newton released by the Panthers.
All right, so when I sit over here and I look at what Cam Newton has done for the Panthers organization, look, you lost the Super Bowl, you had injuries, your confidence is going to wane. The most confident that I saw him in a season was on that path where he was going into the Super Bowl. That was the most confident I'd seen Cam running, throwing, people dabbing everywhere, people wanting him to, just because of how happy he was, I wanted him to win. It didn't happen for obvious reasons. Now, when an organization sees this and they're looking at the situation being, okay, it's been this many seasons and you've gotten us to one Super Bowl but have not come through. Maybe it's time to look at other options. When they decided to push the issue and to push Cam out, because that's what I think happened. I think Cam Newton wanted to stay in Carolina. I think he wanted to stay a Panther for life. I think that's what he wanted. When that didn't come to fruition, if you're noticing what's going on now it's one of them situations where it's almost like a fire is lit under him. Like, these people left me, and now, I thought these people were this way, but they left me. I said, now I'm going to show you who I am. Like, it's like this dog is about to come out next season, where if he comes across the Panthers again, he's probably going to find like extra motivation to run them over to wherever he goes. So, that's just my thoughts on it.
What do you think about the concept of, specifically in the NFL for some reason, players having one really good season and that creating a career?
I think it's a false. I think it's a false.
I'm thinking quarterbacks specifically though.
See, the quarterback is such a prima donna position for this reason. It gets a lot of the spotlight.
A lot of FaceTime. You're automatically a captain of the team. You're automatically put in this vein as the leader.
You're in a lot of promotional stuff. So I guess, that's like me saying, Lamar Jackson is the greatest quarterback ever because of that one season. And yes, he broke records and stuff like that, but, he's got to progress more. No quarterback in the league becomes the greatest of all time or becomes a great quarterback by having one good season. If that was the case, if that was the case, I mean, my gosh, we'd be talking about how Andrew Luck had a phenomenal season. We'd be talking about how RG3 and the Redskins, when he was with the Redskins, had a phenomenal season. Like, it just that idea doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I guess I was thinking about it in the vein of Cap, right? Because people are still running around winning Cap to get an NFL ticket.
that ship is that ship has sailed to the point where nobody's talking about it. It's a dead issue.
Yeah, they need to let it go. He's done.
It's over.
So speaking of moving around, Mr. Brady to the Buccaneers.
Here are my thoughts on it. The man still wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
His legacy is solidified. If he goes to the Buccaneers and has a terrible 2 seasons, it's not hurting his legacy.
Okay.
Jordan goes to the Wizards, it's not hurting his legacy.
Some say it did, but if you really pay attention to them numbers, Jordan was doing his thing here.
Right. But the thing about it is that didn't hurt his legacy when Montana went to the Chiefs. Joe Montana went to the Chiefs. That didn't hurt his legacy. He still had 6 rings. So not 6 rings. I think he had 4. He was undefeated. But when you look at that particular situation, not everybody, and the reason why I'm bringing up a lot of Raven players is because that's my local team. I'm a fan of that team. Coppo knows this. Not everybody gets the luxury, like Ray Lewis did, to play at one spot for 16 years and call it quits. That doesn't happen in the NFL, especially the way the business is set up. Now, I will say this. I think Bill Belichick has always been under the mindset of, I have to get you out early. I have to, before you start to diminish production-wise, I'm trying to keep the ball rolling. May have to get a new guy in there and that type of stuff. He was trying to get rid of Brady before.
Because at the end of the day, you're what are they, as they say on the what's my man name from TDE? Ab Soul album, you are chattel. You're a human stock.
Right.
And if your stock begins to drop, we got to get up off it before we lose it all.
Right. And the thing that I think Patriots fans need to realize, or the ones that'll be left, because I'm going to be honest with you, I've never seen so many bandwagon fans hop off the Patriots like this ever. Like, I literally know.
Fans. Maybe they're Tom Brady fans.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, my thing is this, right? There were some years my team was doing terrible. I wanted the coach gone. I wanted this player gone. I didn't turn around and say, well, if this player leaves, I'm rolling with him. Like, I'm a team-oriented dude.
Okay.
Are there players I like? Absolutely. I'm not going to rush out to get their jersey and act like I'm supporting a whole nother team. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm sitting over here looking at this Brady situation, it's not going to surprise me that some people who were Patriots fans for years or claim to be Patriots fans for years turn around, you see them in a Bucks Brady jersey. It wouldn't surprise me because the loyalty to that team, and you got 6. And then on top of that, what does that fan base have to complain about? You got 6 rings.
So I'll say this,
over a decade.
As a basketball guy, right? It became very hard to be a team-oriented fan because teams lost their identities and chased players.
I do agree with that. Okay, I see that point.
Now, that doesn't apply to the Patriots per se because their identity is really tied to Belichick.
Right.
But in general, I think that...
Don't tell a Brady fan that. They'll say otherwise.
The brand of that team, he built, period. Brady, you fit. But there's not a lot of that left in sports where a team has an identity. They always going to play this way. You know what I mean? They're always going to be known to do this well. Like, we can all, like, to this day, people from a certain era, when they're playing Tough D, they're going to say Georgetown Press on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? There are certain references in sport that have to do with the team having an identity. And the players are no longer trying to be chattel, and so they move around how they see fit. And that creates this space where the fan feels like I can go where they go because I'm not a fan of the team per se because I don't know who this team really is or what they really do.
No, it's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment.
But I think we should hit this last topic, bro, before our hour's up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. The last topic. Oh, you talking about the NBA players with the coronavirus?
No, I'm talking about topic 5.
Oh, shoot.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, so let me say this, and I'm going to be very explicit about this. as Joyner Lucas would say, I'm not racist, but I will say this. Since I am qualified to say this, considering where I grew up, I've grown up in some places that people have called other people white trash. Mm-hmm. This is the epitome of that. This is the epitome of white trash. This is the epitome of entitlement. This is the epitome of being a hypocrite, all wrapped into one. These backwood Bammers are wild on this documentary. This is nuts.
I like Joe Exotic. I'm dead ass. He like big cats. He raises big cats. He take care of the big cats. He puts on the show with his big cats. What's wrong with that? I'm more concerned with the woman that was opposing him, who was doing the same shit but calling him the bad guy. But see,
how about that?
Different. She presents different. He wasn't willing to change his image. Image-wise, white people would rather she represent them than he.
Right.
Not only does he present as you said, white trash, but he's also gay.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like that. But also, he's capitalizing and he owns all of his distribution stream. He's vertically integrated. She's literally telling us about how she doesn't want animals in cages with animals in cages behind her. My man's keeping it. See, my thing is, if you racist, right, and you walk in here and say, "What's that nigger doing?" I'm probably not even going to react. I'm going to tell you why, because I know exactly what the fuck I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. It's the closet racist that I got a problem with. Because you moving behind my back. If you big and bad and you want to be whatever it is, then be that all the way and deal with whatever comes with it. And that's what he do. He like, I like big cats. I like to put on the show. I'm a gay man. I built my own freaking park to do all of my shit in. You don't have to be bothered by me. I exist here. You can come here and deal with my shit or not.
Do you find, let me ask you this. And
meanwhile, old girl is lobbying to make everybody believe her point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's kind of obvious. You can look at her face and tell, she killed her husband, right? You know for a fact she probably killed that husband.
Shit eating tiger me. I don't fuck with her.
Somebody look that crazy. Somebody's in love with cats that much wearing cat print. I can't fool with it, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't fool with it. You looking that crazy? Like that? Something about her eyes tell me like I will kill somebody and get away with it. Because I know exactly what I'm doing.
She'll kill him and feed him to the tigers.
Yeah, get rid of all types of evidence. Then try to turn around and say, well, maybe his mental health was called into question. Lady, get the crap out of here.
No, he's that a wacky guy, but so.
Yeah, but I'm not advocating hiring to kill somebody.
Fact.
I'm not advocating for that. But if you are convinced that she is capable of killing her husband, and you don't know what she's capable of against you,
and she got politicians in her pocket,
I'm just saying, as crazy as Joe was, and he was nuts, could you really, when you think about what she's potentially capable of doing and the deep pockets that she has, and you said it before, she knows some politicians that could, if they wanted to get, if they wanted to get him up out of here, they could. Legally.
He got that bag.
He had the bag.
No, he didn't have the bag. He ain't handle his money right. That's a whole nother thing. He let schemers come in and take some of his money away, and they stole his ownership.
To get the bag, what he did with it thereafter.
Right? Yeah. He from an economic standpoint, he didn't know what he was doing. So when I'm sitting over here looking at this situation, she's crazy for a bunch of reasons.
Yeah.
Killed the husband, gained the profit, barely gave the family anything. I should have said spoiler alert before I did all this, but whatever. You guys,
you guys are home. They seen it.
Right. Yeah, right. You've seen it for now. But when we take a look at him, when we take a look at him, he's with shady investors that are looking to, for their own benefit. I could make an argument that he preyed on those young dudes to be his husband.
That part is wild. I did notice that. I was like, yo, what's up with this dude? On that side of the coin, like, why you want him fresh out of high school?
That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, you got to think, man.
But that doesn't mean the man can't have cats.
I'm not saying he can't have cats. What I'm saying is when you are influencing, when your husband is a 23 to 18-year-old man, or I'll say 24 and down boy, because that's what it is. He ain't no real man. Boy, that's what it is.
So dirty.
Like, but it's just I'm not sugarcoating nothing here. That's what you're like, that are easily impressionable, and all they care about, and all they care about is getting high, having a good time. They're easily impressionable. That's who you want to link up with and marry?
Yeah, because he wanted control.
And that's what I'm saying. My whole point is it's predatory at its highest example. It's that was hard to watch.
Talk about his love life, unless we're talking about his love for big cats.
They were taller than more muscular than him, so I guess he likes that with everything.
He likes
anyway,
right? All that.
They one of the husbands killing themselves. That was a doozy. I don't know. The fact that they showed the camera angle of the guy, I guess the political correspondent reacting to his husband getting shot, I thought Netflix would flag that angle.
No,
like, should we show this? I guess, yeah, they don't care at all.
Netflix do not care. Right now, they get in the bag. They do not care.
All right, so let's wrap up with this Joey Exotic talk. What I was saying earlier, I just found it weird that he was, having young impressionable men as his husband. And it wasn't just he was committed to one; it was two.
He had a harem.
I don't know what the hell you call that. I don't know what the
hell. I think he's great. Why can't he have a flock?
A flock that he's married to.
Yes. It's legal in other countries, dude.
It's legal in other countries, but that shit will spread faster than the coronavirus.
What will spread? The heebie-jeebies?
I'm just saying, if you swinging like that, there's something bound to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you swinging like that.
I mean, but it's okay. So remove marriage, right? It's just dating in America. You don't know who. It's a heterosexual situation, right? So let's say this is the main situation, right? We're here. This is you and the female, right? When she's not here with you, she could be over here with another female, and you would be none the wiser. And then another male, and then another female, and then another male.
That's very possible. The body count could go up.
Same way you could do the same thing. And then it ends up on Pornhub and losing the Fap Olympics. And he's like, oh, wait, I know him.
You are not going to, hey, look, I'm the one that transitioned over here. You ain't going to swing me into this. I'm not getting involved in that. You ain't putting me in the middle of this. I've done this too long. You ain't putting me in the middle of this. I did not see that coming.
Listen, I'm still going to get, one of these days, I'm going to get you to answer on wax your most recent Pornhub search.
I'm not answering that. I don't go on that site, so I don't have to answer that.
But it's free premium right now.
I don't give a damn if they gave it out to free. I don't care. I don't care if it was. I don't care if you had the access code for a lifetime free membership. I'm not getting on there.
Oh, did you hear about the OnlyFans breach?
I heard about it.
None of that.
I heard about it.
Did you get the link?
No, I didn't. I didn't get the link. I didn't get the link. Nobody had the link.
Joe Exotic got the link.
Wouldn't surprise me if he did. He probably ain't nothing else to do in jail. Ain't nothing else to do in jail.
Oh man!
So anybody who has not seen this documentary, definitely look at it, because I looked at it. I was like, okay, because I thought going into it was going to be the typical crime drama, murder. He's looking crazy in the mugshot. That he just killed everybody on the zoo. That's what I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. I had no idea it was going to be some crazy white trash type of documentary that it was. I had no idea about that at all. So it's going to be real interesting I'm looking at all the feedback on the social media sites, Facebook and stuff like that, and everybody's stamping him for how crazy and entertaining it actually is. Trust me, there's nothing.
It was entertaining,
right? Very.
Tell you what wasn't entertaining. I watched that stupid ass movie on Netflix, The Platform, whatever it's called.
Oh wow, how is it?
Did you see that?
No.
Oh my God.
What is it? Describe it. Go ahead.
I was captivated until the last 2 minutes, and then I felt like I wasted an hour and a half of my time.
So is it like a reality show? Is it?
No, it's a film.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like I guess we call it a suspense film. It's not really a horror film.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a suspense thriller, but it's kind of like, you know how Saw was kind of presented as a horror film, but it was really more suspenseful than like straight up gore and horror.
Right.
I mean, the captain of the horror god should probably tell me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like a suspense film to me. Suspense and thriller.
Oh, okay. I gotta check that out.
And so, and then I'd love to hear your review because I was all the way up, and then I was like, "That's it." Yeah, it was whack.
So it left you hanging.
The ending was trash, completely. So watch that. And then I got one more question for you before we leave people alone. Did you see I think he was a minister guy that got caught off the wild drugs in a homosexual like interaction situation?
What was the pastor's name?
Oh, I don't know. You know I'm an heathen. I don't go to church. I forgot his name. Oh man, I shouldn't have brought it up, man. I forgot the dude's name, but he got caught up in a situation.
So what they do? Somebody busted with a phone and he was just there with a bunch of dudes?
I'm not sure how he got this footage, but it was him and a dude and some drugs, and he got caught, and he's a married man to a woman. See what I'm saying? So if Joe Exotic can do it.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's all wrong right there. I don't give a damn what your sexual orientation is. I don't give a crap what your religion is. If you out here slinging and swinging and you in a committed relationship.
He was slinging and swanging. For sure. It's documented. Yeah.
Better than give to receive, I guess.
All right, E. I'm going to get out of here.
On that note, this has been another edition of Audio Airstrike. Y'all make sure y'all check out the crazy documentary, Tiger King. Coppo, thank you for coming in and just having fun. And we're, even though in this time of quarantine and stuff of that nature, still being able to put out episodes and collab and talk with each other about certain things and stuff like that. And, making things happen and just kind of, shooting the breeze or whatever. That's what this is about. It's kind of having a conversation.
It's always good to chat with my good man. You bring a different perspective, and I enjoy that, man. So it's always love, bro. Shameless plug, theeverydayweekend.com. We're dropping A Night with Savali live recording that we did last Friday, so we're bringing it to you some days later. But it's torture. If y'all want to hear some singing and some soul and some beautiful artistry, that's coming up in the next 15 minutes. I'm about to drop that now.
Okay, cool. Awesome, man. Well, we definitely appreciate that. Until next time, everybody, we will check you later. Thank you so much.
Peace.